Welcome.
Oh, hi. I had to actually get myself situated real quick because I'm working with a different program than the one I was planning to use. Yeah. Okay. Hi guys, my name is Lena Corrales, aka Blondie, and you're watching the B word live. Am I nervous? No, I'm not. I'm actually a lot more calmer than I was the first time when I was getting all my things put to the side when I was leaving Facebook Live. And here's the thing. When I was setting up for today, I was going to use OBS, but the thing is that I have no idea how to use it properly. So I was just like, I'm going to have to use the one that my work wife suggested that I use for quite some time. And sure enough, I was just kind of like, let's just use it today and that's it. So far I'm actually liking it. Very, very crisp, very nice. I love it. Um, if you guys don't know, my name is, like I said, Lena Corrales, aka Blondie, and you're watching the B word. And no, it doesn't mean bitch, but it can mean anything else you want it to be. Um, wow, first time on YouTube Live. Big step for me. Honestly, I never thought in a million years that I would jump on YouTube Live because I was so comfortable on Facebook, and I was very on Facebook for a very long time. But I felt like it was a great time to actually just said, you know what, let's just jump and take the plunge, and that's it. So, real quick, I have a lot of things I do want to talk to you guys about. I'm going to recap my last video, my very extremely awkward video that I did. I'm not going to look at the comments. I know I'm getting comments right now, but I want to kind of like run through a few things before I get to what I really want to talk about. Like I said, I'm going to recap my last video, awkward ass video I've ever made. I'm going to make some announcements, some additions, some takeouts, whatever you want to call it. We're going to review a movie. Ironically, I was not planning to, but this was literally a last minute thing because I just finished it. I'm going to say it now. It's going to be a spoiler free movie, so don't worry. And then we're going to jump into NGL, which between you and me, I did not know that NGL actually meant, not going to lie. I went over my head several times. So I'm finally going to get to the NGL questions that a lot of people had sent to me. And that would probably be it for my thing for the day. This is like I said, it's a starter. Don't worry. We're gonna have more fun than we're just gonna have more fun, okay? So quick recap. In my awkward ass video, I mentioned that I wanted to do gaming. Unfortunately, I do not have the proper equipment to do gaming. I did do some test shots of it, and unfortunately, my frame rate kept dropping every single time. It was like literally watching a roller coaster. I tested twice. I tested with my face, my camera on, and then with my camera off. Laggy as hell. So I was like, you know what? 2023, I will add video games. I had a list, but it wasn't a massive list. It was a very small list consisting of 2 games, which was Stardew Valley as well as The Sims. I was going to basically do every style that I can think of, from heavily modded to just basically vanilla, like as it came, the game. Um Schedules. I know for the next 3 Mondays, it's gonna be once throughout August. That's it. Mondays are gonna be basically from 4. Started kind of like 5 minutes late, but hey. But in September, ironically, I was telling myself, like, let's push myself a little bit. Let's do it because I've done it before. We could do it again. I might be streaming either twice or 3 times a week. Now, it's kind of pushing it, but I kind of want to do that. I don't know exactly what days yet. It might be, I will still keep Mondays, but I will either do Wednesdays or Fridays. If it's 3 times, it'll be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If it's just 2, it'll be either Mondays and Fridays or Mondays and Wednesdays. I don't know yet, but I'll let you guys know with another trailer that, ironically, the trailer that I came out with this past week was a last minute trailer that I did on Saturday morning. So yeah, that was literally a last minute trailer that I did, and I was actually pretty proud of it too. Also, I know a lot of people have noticed that I have cosplayed in different videos. I will be dressing up. I did not realize that I was dressed up as Boy George. I just bought this hat today and I put it on and I just realized I look like Boy George once again. So it's my hat season already. So don't worry about it. But I will be dressing up in the month of October and sporadically throughout the months. But October will be the month that I will be dressing up as often as I can. However, there are a couple costumes. There's actually 3, in fact, that are a little bit tasteful, but I will make sure that I kind of like cover up a little bit before anybody says anything. Also, in the month of September, when I start doing either 2 or 3 streams a week, I will also be bringing in people. So it won't just be my face the entire time and that's it. It will be more people. And it won't just be CJ from CJack Production. Don't worry. It's going to be a lot of others. I do ironically keep glancing over and I do see Comics and Cosmetics, which is my work wife. I am going to bring her in as well. You have seen one video with her so far. I'll be bringing in her, and I'm already in talks with a bunch of other people that have already expressed interest in the past of jumping on my channel and whatnot. So before anybody else asks, again, because I've had people ask me multiple times, am I going to Twitch? Yes, I'm going to go to Twitch in 23. So I'm going to be streaming off YouTube for now, and then 23, I will be adding Twitch to the mix. So I'll be streaming on both platforms. Don't worry, I will be on Twitch. You are more than welcome if you want to now subscribe to the channel right now. I will provide it somewhere on this video a little bit later on when I edit. But yeah, I keep looking down at my notes because this is another thing my work wife told me to start doing, is starting to write down everything so you don't like ramble on again, because I usually do that in past videos, actually in streams as well. I will start rambling on. Real quick, a new section is coming up. This one I'm going to mention a little bit further down when I do talk about the review that I want to do, but I already have this section. I just don't like the name. I'm just doing a complete rename of it. You guys can go on my channel right now, look at it. It's called Mode of Expression. It was basically a section that I'm bringing back of me interviewing communities, different people from different communities, and basically learning about those different communities. The first community that I did touch up on, and this is where a lot of people from that community did reach out to me and express interest to join my channel for time to time, was the wrestling community. I am planning to bring that back, but with a different name, and it's going to be Coffee Chat Room. I'm trying to keep my stuff as 90s as possible. If you guys didn't notice, I'm like heavily into 90s. So it's like I said, it's just a name change. There's nothing really extravagant, but new sections. I am going to say it right now. Another thing that I'm going to be adding on to, which this is my fault. I'm not blaming anybody. I was blaming a lot of people before. There are a lot of movies and TV shows that I have never watched because of many different reasons, because I was never interested at the time, or it just didn't appeal to me, or I just didn't like a certain actor in that movie at the time, or I still probably don't. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. Okay. And a while back, I asked a lot of people for a movie recommendation, and I got a lot of great movie recommendations, and I am about to jump on that list and basically review them for you guys. So that's a new section I'm going to be working on. I'm hoping, if I can figure this out also, in the month of October, I'm hoping that I can figure out a way to kind of like live stream movies with you guys. There's some movies that I want to watch that are on YouTube for free that we can watch together and basically talk about it. And one of them I'm already laughing because I've already said it when I read the description. It's basically this, and they just made it, made into a film. So that's a little later on. So yeah. So September, bringing me people, but I'm going to be changing the name of it. Have that new section of me watching movies that I have never seen, reviewing them, and talking about it. Okay. Wow. So far, I'm just like out of breath. Before we really dive in real quick, I do want to kind of like review a soda that I picked up. It was all over the news. If you guys remember, Coca-Cola came up with this soda that was called Starlight, and I became obsessed with it. Every time I went to Walmart, I had to pick up a bottle. So I picked up one today, which is Dream Roll, which is their new one that I've been wanting to try. I actually saw it yesterday. I was just like, oh, so I want to try it. It was just a lot. This is literally a last minute thing that I threw on real quick. So, but yeah. So let me, Like I said, I've been glancing at the chat from time to time, and I see my wife's there. So hi. All right, let me try this real quick. So because I'm getting parched right now. Okay, thank God I bought one. I don't like it so far. I say I don't like something, and then eventually I start drinking it again. I don't know. I have to. I'm sorry. Hold on. Why does it smell like mango? This smells like mango for some bizarre reason. This is what Dream World smells like, mangoes? Hold on. This smells like mango, tastes like mango. I have mixed feelings about this. And I'm not, okay, real quick, I'm not sponsored by Coke. So in no way, shape, or form am I sponsored by Coke. I just had to try it to see. It smells like mango. It tastes like mango. I'm conflicted right now. I might end up drinking the whole thing later on because I'm just like conflicted right now. Let me see. I know for a fact I could have done a live stream last week. Long story short, my last week has been chaotic. Is that probably mango? Yeah, it's kind of obvious. It probably is mango. My last week was pretty chaotic. If you guys follow me on Facebook, and on Instagram, I had to go to the DMV, get a new ID, which is coming in pretty soon. I have to go back next month to get a real ID opposed to a normal ID. Apparently here in California, we have to have a real, well, we don't really have to have one unless we're traveling. Makes things a lot easier. I have to get a real ID in order for me to travel. So I'm going to get a real ID next month. So my ID is coming in next week. Yeah, next week. Ironically, next week is someone's birthday. Yeah. Anyway, Tuesday I had to be out of the apartment for a little bit. I had to do a few things. Currently I am fostering kittens right now. So I had to kind of like take them out of my apartment and be on the streets, in my car for 7-8 hours. And we're having a heat wave currently here in the desert area of California. And I was absolutely livid the entire time, but the kittens are being housed, so I am actually pretty happy about that. Wednesday through Sunday, I was absolutely exhausted, but I was also open to one of my closest friends. I'm not going to share much of her story. I don't even want to share her story. All I want everyone to know is that I have been offering my help for her this entire time. And I have basically had my line pretty much open. So I've been very, very quiet with a lot of people. So I've been like on my phone this entire time, making sure that she is okay. And so far she is. So that was my last week. In other words, it was just a busy ass week. Okay. All right. Movie review. Finally. I have been wanting to talk about this, and it's going to surprise a lot of people because of the fact that I don't talk about this genre or this series at all. Okay. So August 5th, a movie came out on Netflix, and I kept ignoring it because which is my fault once again, that I should never judge a show that harshly, or even that quickly, to be honest. And that is the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. Now, when I saw the show, I actually saw it by glance, like kind of like bypassing it. I was going to therapy when it was out, and I was waiting in the waiting room. They had it playing for the kids. So I kind of glanced up, watched an episode, and I was just like, okay, this is kind of not my cup of tea. I'm going to have to like just tune out and just start looking at my phone. In all honesty, when I watched this, I was just kind of like, I should have given the show a chance, actually. So a little quick back history. My knowledge of the Ninja Turtles is very minimum. Okay. Very, very, very minimum. My stepbrothers are the ones that introduced me to the original Ninja Turtles when it was out back in the 90s. Ironically, I grew up in the 90s. That's why I love the 90s so damn much. They introduced it to me along with many other stuff. Every time that I would talk to my work wife, I remember asking behind the scenes of like, what was the one thing that I would say got you into what you are today. And I blanked out. I guess when I watched this movie, it just unlocked like a childhood memory. And I completely forgot that my stepbrothers were the ones that actually were the ones who actually introduced the X-Men to me, along with the animated series, Spider-Man, the Batman the animated series, Ninja Turtles, Blues Brothers, Ghostbusters. They were the ones that actually introduced to the most of my foundation, is what I'm saying. And Power Rangers, they were also the ones that introduced them to me as well. Not a big Power Ranger fan. I don't know why. I just couldn't get behind it because I had other stuff to like watch, and that was the Ninja Turtles as well as Sonic the Hedgehog, the animated, which is, I'll talk about animation a little bit later. But actually, I'll just talk about it now. I have a strong love for animation. Okay. And animation has evolved. I have watched cartoons and going back, which I'm kind of repeating this my wife a couple times. She did a panel last night and she was talking about how certain things have molded us as individuals, like what shows, what characters had molded us. And I kind of briefly stated that Disney basically molded me, which is a partial lie or a partial truth. It's like a 50-50 thing. For me, it was always cartoons from Betty Boop all the way to now. Cartoons have always shaped me. I've always had a strong appreciation for it. And I know that now in the 2020s, cartoons have changed from what we were used to. I mean, I tried watching the old cartoons of like Sonic. I'm rewatching Rescue Rangers, which I'm like so far pretty comfortable with it. I tried watching the original Sonic the Hedgehog with oh my god, I forgot his name already. And I'm Elijah White, I believe. I probably got it wrong. But Jamal White. Sorry. I'm like blanking out with him. I can't sit through it because it's so cringy that I'm just like, I can't watch this. Sorry. So this show came out in 2018 to 2020, and it only lasted for 2 seasons. And there's only, I actually have written down, there's only 26 episodes, but there's 13 that never aired. They aired a little bit later on in 2020, or sorry, in 2018 to like 2020. But you can't find them on Netflix right now. The original series is actually on The Rise of the Ninja Turtles is actually on Netflix right now. So you can actually go watch that and basically kind of watch the movie. Now, when I saw this movie, I kept kind of skipping through it because I was always under the assumption that in order to understand what you're watching, you have to watch the cartoon itself. That's not the case, actually. I actually went to the Black Nerd comedy, which I'm still thinking if he was originally known as Angry Black Nerd. I don't remember. I think he probably was. Or that's just a Mandela effect that he just, whatever. He mentions, and I quote, that you don't have to watch the show in order to understand the movie. The movie's literally a standalone. There are some references to the show, but not to the point where people that never seen the show won't automatically pick up. People that have seen the show will pick up automatically. So I kind of dove deep a little bit, and this is where I'm going to have another section where I'm actually going to deep dive as to why certain shows and movies either never got the green light or never got a green light for episode 2 or it's like, sequel. And same thing with the shows. Like, why didn't they get us, a whole like thing? And I was just going through it. And when I read a lot of the stuff, it makes a lot of sense too, because the Ninja Turtles has had a bad run so far that a lot of the time they don't make it to like a 3rd or 4th season. They always stop like at either season 1 or season 2. So after I did a little heavy research, I actually realized that my whole canon has been wrong the entire time about the Turtles this entire time. For starters, I always believed that Raph was the oldest. In this series, he is the oldest. He's considered the older brother, and he's the leader of the Ninja Turtles. In my and obviously what's canon actually is that Leo's in charge, and he was the first. He's the oldest out of everyone else. So in the canon verse, it's Leo, Raph, Donnie, and Mikey in that order from oldest to youngest. In this show, it's Raph, Leo, Donnie, and Mikey. Leo and Donnie are apparently twins. So I was just kind of like, okay, so it's that middle child syndrome once again for one of the voice actors which I'll mention in a second. What threw me off completely was the fact that they made Raph the leader. And I remember in the old TV shows as well as the movies, Raph and Leo always fought for who was in charge, always. Now, when it came to like personality wise, I remember back in the 90s, like they were, I don't know if it was like they didn't want to give characters too much like personality. All the turtles were the same. All of them were all the same. Eventually they started getting personality as years went on, like in the 2000s and then mid 2000s. And then now they slowly started giving characters like, okay, let's give them a little bit personality. I'm going to tell you this real quick. Pretty soon I have a video that's going to be going. I'm going to be filming actually pretty soon, actually. And we're going to be talking about something that it's like near and dear to me. And ironically, the person that I'm going to be talking about, Ben Schwartz, is actually in the show that I'm going to be talking about with one other person coming soon. So don't worry. But Ben Schwartz's characters that he's played has always been a character that has this middle child syndrome, always trying to prove themselves to be better. And that's what Leo is now. So when I was watching this, within the first 20 minutes, I had everybody's personality like down to the T. Mikey is still the same. Mikey is that layback little brother that supports his older brothers, that is like, yo, bro, let's like peace and love and like, let's work things out. Let's not fight. Like he's the voice of reason. You have Donnie, who is now this vastly intelligent individual or turtle that creates all these different gadgets for everybody. And apparently, from what I picked up towards the end of the movie, he doesn't like being touched. He doesn't like hugs. So they have to kind of like inform him like, hey, this is not a hug. This is me trying to save you. He doesn't like being touched. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. So, okay, cool beans. Leo and Raph, on the other hand, I feel like their personalities were switched. Raph has always been a hothead. He's always been the rebel. He's always played by his own tune. He's always did what he wanted to do. Leo, being the leader, in the canon sense, has always been level-headed. He's always played by the books. He's always been like the one to protect his brothers. It's like the personalities have just flipped script. Now we have Raph, who is this serious character, but he can have fun. He's like, he can be serious in times when it needs to be time of seriousness. And then he is this laid-back, supportive big brother who is protecting his little brothers. Then you have Leo, who is like very confident, very like, look at me. I have to prove to everyone that I am like the best. Within those 20 minutes, one character basically put Leo in his place, calling him arrogant and selfish. And it's not about you. It's about the team. Like, what kind of person are you? Like, you're full of yourself. So I'm just kind of like, wow. So it's just that whole like flip the script thing just threw me off. So with the first 20 minutes, I was just completely like, wow about it. Now, I'm not going to give you guys much spoilers about this. I do not want to. I would do a video. If you guys want me to do a video of containing spoilers, I am more than happy to give you guys a spoiler-filled video later down the road. I'm also opening it up later down the road, most likely will happen in September for people that are hardcore Ninja Turtle fans that want to talk about this movie and basically the entire franchise of it. Oh, really? Okay, sorry. I was like reading someone's and yeah. So before I get to the review, let me read some of these comments. So I was reading like, so let me see right here. I'm like, so obviously I have my work wife. Hi. Then obviously we're talking about that Coke. So yeah, laugh it out, probably mango. So yeah, it probably is. Right here. Love mango, but not in my Coke, laugh out loud. It was weird. It still is. I'm still like disbelief. Okay, we're going here. What the hell? There are two different Sonic series that came out at the same time with his voice. One was more serious. The other, I know which one you're talking about. That was Sonic Underground. I know for a fact that was Sonic Underground because that was the one that introduced us to Sonia and Manic, which are his brother and sister. I don't remember watching. I'm trying to see if I can find it. But yeah, I know one of like the Sonic Adventure one was straight slapstick. This one, which is the Underground, was more of a serious tone and all that good stuff. I don't know who this person is. Okay. So anyway, my review. I actually liked it. I actually wish I gave the series, the actual series itself, an actual opportunity instead of me harshly judging it first glance. I'm going to take the time to actually watch the series. It's like 26 episodes. I'm going to go find the 13. I know it's on Paramount, but I'm going to go see if I can go find those 13 episodes and watch them as well. Most likely they'll probably also be on Hulu, so I'll find them. But yeah, I was kind of like, I was a little bit taken back. But yeah, the invitation is open for anybody that is hardcore or is a Ninja Turtle fan that wants to talk about this series. And if you guys want me to do a spoiler movie or a spoiler review of this, let me know in the comments about this so that we can, I can set it up and everything. But I am going to do a video as to why this series was canceled, because I just kind of found it interesting that this series got canceled in 2020. I know it was because of the pandemic, but there was a lot more reasons to it because, well, I'll just do a video on that. So finally, NGO questions and answers. So let me situate myself real quick because I closed it. All right. But going back to, let me go real quick back to over here because I have like 2 screens. Kind of going back to this question real quick. Yes, there was 2 series that came out at the same time. I remember that's why I had the Sonic doll in the background. I actually recently picked them up because when I was a kid, still to this day, I still identify as like Sonic being one of the characters that raised me as a kid. I remember having a plushie and somebody stole it. So as a way for me to kind of like, I guess heal my inner child, I wanted to get a plushie. And when I saw that guy in some kid's arms, I was like, where the hell did you get that? So, all right, finally. All right, so NGO, I did not know it meant not gonna lie. It took me this long to realize NGO meant not gonna lie. So I have about 12 questions that I'm going to answer. I was going to film it, but I said, you know what, let's just do it live. It's a lot easier for me versus filming and then kind of going back, editing and trying to figure out pretty much everything. So in no way, shape, or form am I going to diss anybody. I'm not going to reveal who wrote this or anything. I'm not paying 99 cents to reveal the person that sent me this question. I'm going to answer the question as best as possible. If you might have heard that, that is my cat TC walking out of the closet right now. I'm going to answer as best as I can up to my comfort level. There is one question that I am not going to answer because 1, it's none of your business. And then 2, it's between me and my other half. So like my actual like partner and all that. Ow, bastard. So the only time that I'll actually reveal the person's name is if the question is extremely, and I mean like extremely inappropriate, any negative thing, any racism, any misogynistic questions or comments that I get, I will basically see who sent it and put you on blast very quickly. So not really. No, actually I would. What'd you say? I know Underground as well, but there was one just the name Sonic, and there was a Freedom Fight. Oh, you know what? I remember that. I think that was the same series too, as well, because Sonic Underground came out as well as that one. Let me see. There we go. So really quick before we get to the, I know Underground as well, but there was one just titled Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about where it was a slapstick, but then towards the end, it started getting like more and more serious because they started having like a storyline to it and all that. So we have a guest. So let me show you my guest of honor. You're going to sit in my lap or just be an ass. So we have a guest of honor. He is frequent in my videos. So we have TC today. So yeah, so we have a question for you today, actually. So let me put him on the bed. All right, so let me get straight to the NGOs. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna make fun of anybody. I promise you, I'm not gonna make fun of anybody. I'm not gonna discredit anybody and their comments or questions. That's how you feel. I'm not gonna say, hey, you can't feel that way. No, that's how you feel. Kudos. Awesome. Love you. So first question, you are one of the few people that can take my virginity at any time, even if we're not in a relationship. I am honored. Thank you. I am honored. Um, damn, that's a good God, that's like part two all over again with people asking me questions and then being bold. I like bold people. Thank you for being so bold and saying this. All right, next question is chop down the sides of your hair of your head and you can rock a curly mohawk. I have done that before. I have done it back in my not I haven't shaved what the hell am I talking about? I haven't shaved the sides of my head. I actually did faux hawks when I was in college and it was I actually like it. So I'm gonna write that down. So next video, I'm gonna for sure do a faux hawk for next stream. And I will just be like, hey, so the person that asked this question, I wrote it down. So I will do a faux hawk next stream. Not like I'm gonna do a faux hawk. So all right. So okay. This one I had to think about because I had to go back and really think about all the times that I thought I wanted to be like this. Would you like to get lean and cut? The answer is no. I do not want to get lean and cut. At one point, I did when I was in my teens and 20s. I wanted to be skinny. I wanted to be like what every European standard of beauty was, to be like a lean, trim, petite woman that, you know, was acceptable in society. I always wanted to. And as I got older and I started to kind of like, not even kind of, as I got older and started to appreciate my body and who I was, I was like, no, I may have like a little tummy, but I have hips and I'm Hispanic, yo soy cubana, and my hips they don't lie. Like they're there. But I thought the Avengers was a slapstick one. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that. Don't worry, I'm gonna get back to the Sonic thing. But no, I would not want to get lean and cut. Sorry. Like that's not my standards anymore. It's been out of my vocabulary since my late 20s, early now actually. So no, I do not want to get lean and cut. Thank you. Let's see. I feel like you're not doing what you're really destined for in life. Okay. This was another one that I had to think about. And I'm going to get a little deep with you guys today. So let me get comfortable. Okay. In life, as people, we evolve. We don't have the same desires every single time. Sometimes people keep on to the desire they want, and when they achieve it, sometimes people are not happy with the results. Some people are miserable. And I could have been doing this in my 20s. I really could. But when you're not in the right state of mind and you don't have that sense of confidence in yourself and what you're saying or what you're producing, it's going to reflect. And I can tell you this, that when I started doing YouTube, for instance, like I wanted to do it, and this was all in my 20s, right? During my 20s, I was cosplaying. I wanted to have some form of recognition for my costumes when I was cosplaying. And I also wanted to make it a career out of it too, because I mean, you can make anything into a career when you put your mind to it and all that. And I was like so disappointed when a lot of times I would do something, I would always set myself up for failure. And it was always that inner disappointment with myself. Instead of enjoying what I was doing, I was making it almost into like a mission to get there. And then when I got there, I wasn't happy. So when it came to my YouTube channel back in when I was like first started in my 20s, it was like my mentality was, I have to have a video up today. I have to have a video up. If I don't have one, then I'm going to lose subscribers. People are going to like not support me in what I'm doing. They're just going to ignore me, blah, blah, blah. That changed when I took a step back and started focusing on what I wanted. So now my thing is that I know I'm not where I'm supposed to be at, but I'm working towards it. You know, this could be just a small stepping stone to in the right direction to something even bigger. So we don't know what we truly want. And to say like you're not really doing what you're destined in life to do. I thought I wanted to be a chef. I have a degree in culinary arts. I love the hell out of my degree. I don't regret getting my degree, but I don't work in a kitchen anymore because of many different reasons. I'll do a thing about that. I gotta drink my mango soda. I'm thirsty. Oh god. No, what are you doing, dude? Come here. No, I dropped my mango soda. I'm sorry, hold on. I drank my mango soda. It's like, I think it was just like my guide's like, yeah, don't drink that garbage. Okay, I'm about to open up another NGL for this one because this one I started laughing because a while back I expressed my distaste for ASMR videos, but I did not realize that ASMR was not just the clicking of the of your tongue and sounding like the predators in your or the alien from is you know in your ear like seducing you or anything like that. So do a legit ASMR video. Sometimes when I hear your voice, it gives me back tingles. I didn't know I had the voice for an ASMR. I didn't realize that I had a voice kink after I heard one person do multiple voice characters in variety of things, and I didn't realize I had a voice kink until like I heard his voice and several other voice actors that I'm like I love, and I'm just like, god damn your voice, like god. But going back and not gonna lie, NGL, I will open it up again and I will do, you guys, I will do Coke wants us to drink from the mango flavor. I will do a legit ASMR video. I'm going to open up NGL again. I'm going to post it up tomorrow. If there is a word or a phrase you want me to say in my sexy voice, I will do it. I will do it for you guys. You just let me know. Like, just let me know what you want me to say. I will do it, but I'm not clicking my tongue or whispering in your damn ear because that just gives me like, it just, it just reminds me of Alien and Predator just whispering in your damn ear and just like, nah, get away from my ear, please. Okay, what are the features you like in a man? All right. What I like in a man, okay, is a smile. If you can rock a smile with confidence and you have basically confidence in yourself with that smile, because people say you can tell a lot by someone's smile, you can. You can actually, and a bonus if they have like dimples. It doesn't matter if they have one or two. I have dimples too. It's like, I like guys that can smile, looks good on them, doesn't take things, boy, I swear to God, this is why you're never in this room. The guys that have a sense of humor, like I generally don't like this alpha male BS where they dictate what you can and cannot do. You cannot have an Instagram, you cannot have a, whatever. And it's just kind of like, but you can, like you can, a job with a paycheck. But no, I like guys who are confident. I like guys who can smile and not make it feel awkward, because I already have this ongoing joke with my mom and all that of how my dad and my brothers smile, and it's like my dad was in the military, he has that military smile, and then my brothers have that really weird like teeth showing like smile, and it's just like, dude, come on, smile please, like life's not that serious, like just smile for once. But I like guys with smiles, really good smiles. I just started getting a strong appreciation for brown eyes, because brown eyes don't just come in one color, they come in variety, so I like eye colors too. So also, here's another, I like guys that are taller. I don't know why. It's a height kink, I guess. If I can climb you like a tree, it's fine. But guys that are taller, I love it. Guys with a paycheck, but yeah, I mean, that guys with a paycheck. I just like read that. A job with a paycheck. Yeah. Okay. Let me click over here. Okay. I know who wrote this, because I think they caught me already. I'm just like, because I still follow two people that are tattoo artists, and we actually worked together and we became really good friends. Ever getting any tats? And they didn't mention just one tat. They have an S at the end, meaning multiple tats. Now, the people I know who wrote this are the only people that know that I want to get tattoos, and my close friends. Yes, I will get tats. Not one, not two, but I want to get 4 tattoos. A lot of the tattoos that I want to get is very symbolic to me, and I already have like the meanings behind each and every single one of them. One of them is actually going to be a friendship tattoo between me and my friend, which I'm not going to get names. I'm not putting nobody's name on. I can't even put my kid's name on. I'm not putting no names whatsoever. But yes, eventually I will. That is on my bucket list of things that I want to do. And placement wise, I would say one back of my neck, one on my forearm, one on my, I would say either hip or thigh. And then the other one would be like on my forearm, somewhere on there. Like, so forearms. So yeah, I want people to see it. Like, look at my tattoo. That's the whole point of tattoos, to show them off, not hide them. The one on the back of my neck, it has a deeper meaning to it as to why I have one back there. Anyway, my eyeball. I really hope this is anonymous. Yes, it is. Don't worry. I'm not gonna pay 99 cents to see who this is, because I'm cheap and I don't want to spend 99 cents to find out who wrote this. But whatever it is, it is. Whatever it is, what it is. Okay. I think you're very but attractive. Like, nah, for real, super cute type shit. Anyway, how was your day? TC, I swear to God, you got to go down. My day was great. I got this hat today, and I got that mango soda, which I'm going to take my work wife's advice and have water close by just in case, which I need to start doing that. I was going to get like a 40 ounce or a gallon bottle of water and just have it in the background. But yeah, my day was great. Yesterday was great too, even though it's been hot, and I am not a big fan of hot. That is why I just remembered real quick. Starting in September, I am going to be talking, because I know everyone's like, oh my God, fall season or spooky season starts on the 1st of August. Yes, it does. It does. That's why I have my hat. These are my fall hats that I had to start collecting again. Starting September 1st, I am going to be talking about fall stuff from time to time. I'm going to express it now, and I'm going to do either a panel or a video or a live stream with just myself talking about this. I absolutely despise pumpkin spice. I do not like pumpkin spice. I like the smell of it. That's okay. I just don't like the taste of it, because when I was in the kitchen, I made a lot of product out of pumpkin spice throughout the month of fall. And it just, to me, got gross after a while. So starting September, we're going to talk about fall stuff. October, we are going to talk about murder. We're going to talk about urban legends. We're going to talk about some unsolved cases that just intrigue the hell out of me, or out of all of us. And I'm going to see if like I said, I want to see if I can watch movies with you guys. So you can get a thumbs up. Can you stop being adorable, please? You're embarrassing me right now. Oh God. This is the ultimate like break for me right now. DC or Marvel, parentheses, comics, not movies. So I have a feeling who wrote this one. I actually really do. Can you go? No, come here. That's why you don't come in here. Okay. I had a debate about this a while back. I will probably bring up that debate again. When it comes to movies, Marvel is superior when it comes to live action films. That's why they've been doing so good. DC, on the other hand, has pulled so many movies that people are saying it's not good, or, they don't have the money, or some of their actors just go absolutely batshit insane and start kidnapping little girls or start grooming little people. It wasn't me. It's just like, and obviously we had the whole Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing that happened, and they have to do a whole reshoot of Aquaman. I still refuse to watch Aquaman, even though Willem Dafoe's in it. I would never ask the person that question, because it's comparing apples to oranges. Yeah, no, that I know it wasn't you, because this is like, I feel like I know who this probably is. I don't know who, but still. When it comes to animation wise, DC's superior because they come up with really good animated series or animated movies. They come up with really good ones. Marvel, it's kind of like a toss up from time to time. They have some good ones, they have some bad ones, but it's like a toss up. DC always nails it in the head. When it comes to like video games, once again, it's DC. Like they have like a really good video game series. Marvel, I just started like seeing that they've been getting better. They have the Spider-Man 1 and 2 with Miles Morales in the second one, first one with Peter Parker. Then we had the one which is like the Avengers one, which was my introduction to Kamala Khan and how she got her powers based off like the comics, but they kind of brought it into more of the video game verse of it. So I kind of had like a little more understanding. When it comes to TV shows, though, Marvel once again. So that's why it's like it's a toss-up because like each of these franchises has something good about them. But when it comes to comics, I'm gonna tell you right now. Going back to Ninja Turtles, my brothers are the ones that introduced me to DC and Marvel. I would have to say, I want to say both, but I feel like somebody's gonna be like, that's a cop out. That is a cop out. Why are you saying both? I'm like, because DC has a lot of dark stories. Like there's a lot of their comics are dark, but there are some lighthearted stories as well. And then when it comes to Marvel, it's the same thing. There's some lighthearted comics, and then there's some dark comics. Like it just varies on the person. Like my introduction, if you want to talk about my introduction, it would be DC because I know for a fact that they've done crossovers with Batman and the Ninja Turtles like a couple times. And I think the Ninja Turtles with the Power Rangers, but even then Power Rangers is not part of DC or Marvel. But it's not on here. I would say Archie Comics because I was reading Sonic the Hedgehog's comics when I was a kid. So it's literally a toss-up because each franchise has their own strengths and weaknesses. And I know DC is trying to fix all that, which okay, but as the joke that my friend from CJack Productions, CJ himself, sent me, because he mentioned that Disney bought Bleach, the animated series, like the anime. I'm already calling Mickey Mouse Thanos because he's just buying up everything, and I would say it will be an ultimate middle finger to Warner Brothers if Disney buys out Warner Bros. With DC or buys out DC. It's like a middle finger from Walt Disney himself. It's like, ha, yeah, I own you guys now. After you guys told me no. Let me see real quick. Sorry. So yeah, my wife says that. She's like, I would never ask that question because it's comparing apples to oranges. Yes, it kind of is. It's literally comparing apples to orange. Every franchise, every fandom has a different stance on everything. Let me see this one. Why can't people like both? I enjoy Marvel and DC. Why I was going to say Disney, I was like Disney Comics, DC Comics. I do too, actually. But people want to see which one is superior and all that. I guess that's what it is. Precisely. I'm not a instrumental nerd. I love it all. Yeah. Pretty much. That's kind of what my thing is. I will say this. I haven't really watched a DC movie since The Joker. I actually sat down, watched The Joker. I thought it was really good. People made it seem like it was overhyped. I can tell you what was overhyped, and it was a Disney movie, and that was Frozen. And for me, that was overhyped, and people acted like that one was the first of its kind when it wasn't. Okay, you want to talk about first of its kind? Okay, Sisterly Love. That was not the first time that Sisterly Love was something. That was in Lilo and Stitch between Lilo and Nani, of how these two sisters had each other because both their parents were dead. Anna and Elsa, please, like your parents died. I get it, but still, you're not the first to have sisters that need each other. Elsa's not the first queen. Kita from Atlantis is the first queen. Okay, please. And that movie was awesome. The Lost City of Atlantis is an awesome movie, and I can't believe that one didn't do so well during that time. Anyway, let's get the hell on. Okay, so this one, TC, this is for you. Okay, are you listening? How does your cat act around the house? You saw it firsthand, okay? This cat acts the way he does when he feels like it. Whenever the camera's not on, he is very chill. He's very calm and collect. When the camera's on, he wants to be centered attention. When he's out of the room, he is a biggest mama's boy. He follows me around the house because he doesn't want to be left alone. Reason behind it is because my cat has anxiety, separation anxiety. I raised him since he was 9 days old. He came to me in a box by one of my neighbors, and I have raised him since. Now, I have mentioned it already. TC is short for Top Cat, so that's my appreciation for cartoons. Is no old 1950s, I think. Maybe later, maybe sooner. I don't remember, but I will look it up again. Show called Top Cat, and it's about a cat that him and his gang want to make fast money. They always go through these little adventures, and yeah. So that's why his name is TC, because he's a smartass. Okay, so this is the first question I have ever got that I'm not going to answer. So I'm pleading not to say the fifth. Favorite position. Now, this is none of your guys' business. I already said in my last one, I always thought I was vanilla, but a lot of people, and I actually admitted that I'm a switch, but favorite position, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to share that. Thank you for your boldness, but I'm going to skip this question. It's not that I'm not comfortable with it. It's just, like I said, it's none of your business. It's between me and whoever I am with. Okay. This was not even a question. This is just a compliment. You have a perfect face. Thank you. That means a lot. And then I realized I took a screenshot of a message that I got in. But yeah, thank you. That's really nice of you. I always thought my face was bland and boring and just stupid because it was just, a face. But yeah. So I'm going to go back to one real quick. We're going to go back real quick to Sonic, and then I'm going to kind of end it there because it's, like I said, it's my first stream and I'm trying to learn the mechanics of live streaming on YouTube. So real quick, this one question. I thought the adventure of Sonic was a slapstick one. I could be wrong. I'm going to look into this. I probably would do a whole thing on Sonic itself. But I know I probably have to sit down and rewatch it. I know that when it first started, it was a slapstick comedy and it always had life lessons. That's why I always liked Sonic growing up, because it was funny. It always had a life lesson. It was kind of weird life lessons, but it was pretty funny as a kid. Watching it now as an adult, you're just kind of like, what the fuck? And here's the best part is that nowadays, if you notice, kids' cartoons and shows all have that same theme, especially Minions. You have like farting and butts and all that. And I'm thinking like, yeah, that's something new. No, that's been around for quite some time, especially in kids' cartoons where like butts and fart jokes are like the funniest things for kids. And I think that's like the only thing kids like. And I didn't realize, because as a kid, I'm laughing. As an adult, I'm sitting here trying to figure out as to why is Robotnik thick as hell? Like, this is way before he started to be called Eggman. After, I think, back, like I would say mid 90s, he actually was starting to be called Eggman because of his egg shape. But I'm just like, this is weird. Why is this man dumb thick? Like, he is thick. Not like, no, he's not, he's thick. So I'm just like, okay, so I didn't realize that butt jokes were also back in my childhood too. I thought it was something that was relatively new. But I do remember that I guess when it ended, Sally was in it. So I guess from there, it just picked up and went to another series. Because if it was under the same name, then that just, to me, was just like a continuation where they finished the first half and then did another continuation where they made it a little bit more serious. Because Sonic Underground was literally about Sonic, Sonia, and Manic, all voiced by the same actor, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. Voiced by the same actor. And yeah, like that's one I remember. And the only reason why I know about the Freedom Fighters was because of the comics that I used to read as a kid about the Freedom Fighters. And ironically, I have my favorite one still saved. That was just weird. Secret sponsor. What, the soda dropping? Yes. Secret sponsor. Don't drink this. Keep water close by. Yeah. Coke wants us to drink mango flavors. No, I don't know. It just, is it mango? It has to be. Oh God, this is like driving me insane. I know for a fact that I know myself very, very well. I'm going to end up drinking this whole bottle. before tonight, so I'm probably gonna finish it up. But yeah, that is actually no, I'm lying. I do have one other question that I feel bad that I skipped over it because while I was, where the hell are you? While I was kind of like putting stuff together, the last video, there was one question that I overlooked and I felt really bad because I thought I answered it. But as I was going through everything, that's when I realized I was like, oh shit, I didn't answer this one. I feel bad that I didn't answer. So give me one quick second. Let me see if I can find it real quick. If not, I do remember what the question was. I just want to see if I can have it. Where are you? Let me see. I saw it like not so long ago. It was so. Don't you guys hate it when like you find something, you're like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna look at it, and then you go look at it, try to find it again, and you can't find it anywhere. That is my dilemma. It's always been my dilemma every time. Okay, so I know the question was about same sex. That was the question, was about same sex. I want to apologize to the person that submitted that question. I don't want you to think that I overlooked it, ignored your question because it made me feel uncomfortable. It did not make me feel uncomfortable. It was just more along the lines that I thought I saw it, but apparently I did not. So let me see one more time if I can find it real quick. I saw it right here. Found it. No, that's a lie. That's the same question I just read. Okay, so I probably got rid of it, but I do have it in the phone. So the question was, have you ever considered a relationship with the same sex, right? It's somewhere around those lines. The answer is, when I saw that, like I said, I felt bad because I didn't answer it the first time. The answer is no. When I was younger, maybe. I always thought that I was either bisexual or pansexual. I have an appreciation for people. I love people. I love people in general. But the problem is that I've always been attracted to the male gay. I've always had like been attracted to men. And have I considered it? Like I said, I had in the past when I was younger. I always thought I was bisexual. I thought I was pansexual. But I already established it last Q&A that I am, oh my God, I forgot. Demisexual, which, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I've had like shitty sex. Has nothing to do with that. It's that I don't have a connection with people. It doesn't mean I've had good sex, but it's just that I have never had a good connection with people. I ended up breaking up with them like shortly after. And it was never really, I guess, like, and quote unquote, like satisfied is what people are saying. You're never satisfied. No, it's because I just didn't have a connection, and I knew right off the bat that this was doomed to fail. See, I told you I was gonna end up drinking it again because, goddamn, I am thirsty. So I hope that answers your question. I hope it does, but no, I won't. I love people, but I won't consider dating somebody of the same sex as me. And yeah. So wow, first stream. It was great. It was awesome. I had a lot of awesome people in here. I did not mention this. So I did mention that I'm going to be watching the Resident Ninja Turtles, but this Friday I'm going to be watching the other half of Cuphead, and next Monday we're going to be talking about Cuphead itself. We're going to be talking about the game, the animation, pretty much anything. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a review video, and I hope you guys are there for it because we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So I'm gonna basically log out because I'm getting hungry. I have nothing else to say. I need to get my mouse over here. There you go. I have nothing else to say other than thank you so much to every single person. If you haven't done so, please do so. If you're new to my channel, by the way, hit the subscribe button. Also hit that notification button and make sure that either you set it to either all notifications or random notifications. And if you're one of my recurring people that come here every so often to see how I'm doing and see all my videos, thank you so much for all your love and support. I'm going to continue doing this. I've had fun with you guys. And I hope we can have more laughs, more conversations. I know that we have one opened up about Sonic, so we're going to talk about Sonic a little bit later on down the road. Till then, I will catch you guys in my next video or my next live stream. Bye.
Goodbye.